Her name is Hina. Actually, chat. Let's listen to some. Do you have any good recommendations for some music? I want to put on some fan game music. You know, it's a good fan game. Good fan game music. I got Fantasy Maiden Wars. Oh, I searched it and I got my playthrough. That's not what I want. I want the full playlist here. Click play all. Smack the shuffle button. Not that it's actually any good. Let's play some video games, boys. Fantasy Maiden Wars soundtrack is very, very good. Fantasy Maiden Wars music is very good. I've actually been on a bit of a binge of listening to specifically, what do you call it? What the fuck? What? Why is this the first thing I'm seeing? Bro? What? Why did he make that? Did somebody pay him to make that? Hold on. Somebody might have paid him to make that. You didn't earn that win. You didn't earn that win. You didn't deserve to win. You deserve to lose all of your points. I should block you. I should just block you. Vittori's got one. Vittori... well, there's also Fat Iku as well. That's Reimu. I gotta remember, that's Reimu. That's Reimu. Okay, hold on. Shit. Shit. Shit, 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 shit! Good. Hey, you know what? I got some bonus points. And I bet you only got 1,000 extra BP for that win. That's right. I bet that's all you got. Well, chat, when we have the year ending coming up upon us, we got things to look forward to the future. Like, maybe next year we'll have Rock Maiden X, which I was hoping I'd get to play a month ago. But, you know, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. I got, that new Pikmin hack. I gotta check that out. Okami. I'm playing Another World. I started DK64, which, by the way, DK64. For DK64, I did actually yesterday end up playing. I played through it again. I got all the stuff I did on stream done again, and I made a save state in front of DK Isle. I made sure the save state works, so DK64 is still good. Still good. We can still play it. We can play it. I just gotta say, I have to save state a lot. So when I play that, chat, remind me to save state every time I get a golden banana, because when I was playing, the game crashed on me when I was attacking the guy with Diddy's blueprint in Angry Aztec, and I was like, oh. But thankfully, I had made a save state at the beginning of the level. Also, I discovered how to fast forward, so that saved me a lot of time, fast forwarding. Now, I'm not gonna do that when I play it live, but it was very convenient. I only had to retry the beetle race once because I jumped and I hit the snake and I flew so fast backwards that I clipped out of bounds. It's very strange. But I kind of gamered the shit out of it, and nobody would believe me because I did it off stream. But yeah, we got a bunch of things lined up. Couple Toho-based... Oh my god, what the fuck was that? Got some couple Toho-based things. Ideas for them. We gotta focus up on the art side as well, for sure. Gotta focus up on the art side. Today is obviously I'm taking a lazy day because I was expecting to be drinking for a while, and I don't drink very often, and I don't really like doing a lot after drinking. I used all of my free time yesterday to commit monkey magic. Beautiful. That right there is character knowledge. You see that? And he respected that. He respected that. He was like, oh, this guy knows what the fuck he's doing. Well, newsflash, buddy. I really don't, but that seemed like it would work in my head, and I'm glad it worked because it made me seem like I know what I'm doing. When they see me on this character, I don't have 20,000 wins, but let me tell you, 99% of my wins are on this character specifically. If there's any character I understand, it's this character. Alright? That's it. It's the only one I know. I fight a character specialist with 20,000 wins, and they're fighting a character specialist with a fifth of their wins. But I am a character specialist, in a way. I'm a character specialist too. Alright, you know, I grabbed my Coke bottle here because I didn't want to go out to the fridge again, and I was running low, but I didn't drink it all. But I didn't want to chug it because that was a bad idea. But yeah, we got I don't even know what we got coming up next year, to be honest with you. Somebody was making some really cool Koishi game that kind of looked like a Metroidvania. Rock Maiden X. There's some more Mizusoba games that Hawk and I will be translating. There's also some stuff that Hawk and I will be doing as well. In general, this isn't gonna work, but I just want to move the song along. Lily! Alright. Rock Maiden X has not updated its tag yet to say that it's coming out in January. Koishi games like Hollow Knight. Yeah, but Hollow Knight is also Symphony of the Night, right? It's a Metroidvania. You know what I mean when I say it. I never played Hollow Knight though, so you know, that'll come out before Silk Song, I'm sure. there can be some revisits as well. I do want to revisit Scarlet Carnival because I want to get that good ending properly this time, because I think I can actually do it now. I think I can actually do it now. I'm gonna try to beat that Flaundre one. I just gotta get a silver medal, and that should be enough. I don't think I have to perfect it, but yeah. This might work actually. Let me see. Ooh, character specialist. Yeah, Lily doesn't have a theme. Lily's theme is the stage 4 theme. So isn't it interesting how, like, some characters, their themes are just like the stage theme they're a part of. Like Lily's theme is PCB stage 4, right? But Tei's theme is the white flag of USA, but like Kagome is so much more popular that Kagome is so much more popular that like it ends up kind of being more synonymous with her. Also, it was her debut game theme, so it's kind of like that, right? And Dayose and Kwakuma's themes are, you know, just the stage 4 and stage 2. But what about Tojiko? Tojiko is like, oh yeah, Momiji and Waterfall as well. But Tojiko is like the newest mid-boss character. Actually, now that I think about it, chat, what is Tsukasa's theme? What is Tsukasa's theme in 19? Does she just use the stage 5 theme from Toho 18? Okay, that's what I assume, but Tojiko is so undercooked, I suppose, of a character that, like, even when you think of Tojiko's theme, which I'm gonna be real with you, I've never actually thought very much about what Tojiko's theme, like, is. Straight up, I think of other characters, but Tojiko's has never come up as like, oh, what's her theme? But realistically, Tojiko's theme would be the stage 5 theme from 10 Desires, right? I don't even know what the fuck that sounds like, first of all. I don't even know what that sounds like. That should have worked. In my head, that worked. In my head, that did work. Oh, well. It's just like, it's just weird because for like every other character, I can kind of like, you know, I'm used to the character's theme being the stage theme, but I guess it has to do with Tojiko coming out in 13 and not like before 10 Desires, that you don't really see her a lot in fan games, and like other fan games like Fantasy Maiden Wars, for example, that does give character themes, they use the stage themes for them. But Tojiko never really had anything like that to really solidify it for her. Also, I barely remember 10 Desires music in general. I actually think it's one of, if not the weakest in all the main games in terms of its music. I like the stage 1 theme of 10 Desires. I enjoy that. Let's All Live in a Lovely Cemetery is pretty great. Desire Drive is fine, but it's not my favorite. Ridge of Paradise is pretty good. Futo's theme is okay. Migo's theme is great, but it's only great when it's remixed, because I don't think Zun did a very good job at delivering with it. Say what you want about that, but that's my opinion. Oh, that's great. And Mamizo's theme is only good for the first 8 seconds. Straight up. The Mamizo's theme, the intro to her theme, is very good. And then it immediately turns into I don't care anymore. Yeah, the stage 1 theme for Toho 13 is actually one of my favorite stage 1 themes. My favorite stage 1 theme is Toho 18's stage 1 theme. I really like that theme. A CD remix of the Extras theme changed my opinion on it entirely. Stage theme, not Mamizo. Oh, I don't remember what Yokai Backroad sounds like at all. But no, I think Mamizo's intro to her theme is very good. And then when it takes off, it kind of loses me instantly. It just kind of loses me instantly, which I think is a shame, because the intro is really strong. But I'm also not a fan. What was Toho 12 again? I forgot. That's UFO. I'm also not really a fan of Junko's theme. Junko's theme is one of the most popular themes in Toho, but it's fine, but I don't think it's nearly, oh Jesus. I would have done that. I don't think it's nearly as good as Clown Piece's theme. I think Clown Piece's theme is really good. But Junko's theme is just like it just doesn't do anything for me. Streamer wrong opinion like always. I think it's peak don't like clown theme. Wow. Wow. No, clown theme's great because it's very it really captures the frustration of that fight. But Junko's theme doesn't. Junko's theme is it's fine, but I don't like it very much. I think Junko herself is pretty boring overall. I don't deserve to win against this guy. The last couple times we played, he's clearly better than me. But you know what they say about Hina, the better player always loses. I like clown theme remixes. Marks of Sin is one of my favorites. Specifically the Yonder voice version. Marks of Sin is very, very good. I really like that clown theme. Also, I like the Stage 6 theme a lot. The Stage 6 theme for LOL-K, I think I like a lot more than the boss theme. He got that one. He earned that one. Junko's kind of boring. I mean, fans have kind of changed her around in a way. To, you know, but not really. Like, she is a very straightforward, one-dimensional character. But she's also, like, attractive, so that helps a lot. But also, she doesn't like Lunarians, and that's a pretty common thing with most people in Toho, is they don't like Lunarians. So, Junko's whole character being she hates Lunarians is, like, surprisingly relatable. One of the most relatable things in Toho is how much she doesn't like them. I think that's really funny. I think that's really funny. But otherwise, Junko is pretty boring. That's why she doesn't really do anything, because there's nothing she can do. She's too straightforward. Ah. She is a stage 6 boss. Stage 6 bosses do get a lot more love than not stage 6 bosses, that's for sure. Chat, who is the lowest? Fuck, that almost worked. Who is the lowest stage 6 boss on the popularity poll? I would have to assume it's like Shimada or something, right? Just by recency. Just purely by recency. Because it's obviously not like, it's not the earlier characters for sure. But I do wonder about that. Like, who's the lowest of each stage position, right? Zamu doesn't count, because Zamu is not a stage 6 boss. She is a final stage boss, but she's not a stage 6 boss. Eiki and Zamu are, you know, if you categorize it as final stage, yes. But also not, because in their individual scenarios, Reimu is the final boss. Same with the fighting games. Well, not always, mind you, but... Wow. Wow. In the fighting game, Suika, in Immaterial Missing Power, Suika is the final boss in every game, every scenario, except her own, where Reimu is the final boss. But then, in Scarlet Letter Rhapsody, the scenarios are different. They don't always end on Tenchi. Some people have no relation to Tenchi at all. Keiki's lower than Shimada? Oh, really? So, Keiki is the lowest ranked stage 6 boss? Raiko's at 95. Raiko's an extra stage boss. Raiko is an extra stage boss, and her issue is that Zun literally never did anything with her ever again. Well, not literally, you know what I mean. Raiko is an extremely underutilized character, so she just kind of fell by the wayside. All the other extra stage boss characters got to do something, but Raiko's pretty irrelevant to the grand scheme of Toho 14 in general, and then everything she does is kind of like, whatever, right, you know? Raiko's are the Prison Rivers. Alright, but that's the thing, right? Raiko is part of the Prison Rivers now, but she's now part of a group. She has joined up with a group that was established in 2003. Remember that. The Prison River Sisters are part of the original trilogy of Windows games. Despite the Prison Rivers' individual popularity not being that high, they're still the Prison Rivers. They still debuted in an extremely prolific game for Toho as a whole. And then in Toho 14, after Toho 14, someone was like, by the way, Raiko is now a part of this trio. You see how, even though that has been established, it's so late in the game that there's not really a lot of content that even gets the chance to use that information. Don't fuck up the shot. Ooh. Ooh. Keiki's in the 60s and Shimmy's in the 80s, 90s. Oh, Shimmy. Shimmy being that low is actually crazy. What do you think actually caused something like that for Shimmy? Because Shimmy... You would think that Shimmy gets boosted by the fact that she's in the fighting games, and... Oh, what the fuck? And she's also part of a very prolific ship with Seiya. And Seiya is a very popular character. Well, I mean, relatively speaking, of course. She's a pretty fucking popular character. I'm gonna flex on this guy. Watch this. Ooh. That worked out perfectly. Oh, I almost look like a massive jackass with that one. I'm glad that worked out. Just so he could be like, wow, that was cool. Oh, well, now he's back. Now he's back. I didn't read many fan material that mentioned Prison River with H. Well, Prison River with H wasn't mentioned until Alternative Facts in Eastern Utopia, which wasn't until like 2015, 17, or 19. I actually don't remember. Alternative Facts is pretty late in the game, though, and that's where that information comes from. And obviously we have 15.5 where we see this. We actually do see this, and 15.5 was also made after 16, which 16 was 16 was 2017. I did not earn that win. Shimmy's just very interesting to me because normally characters who get that more screen time and are part of like prominent things in fanon would have more to them. She's also a very unique character with the fact that she's an inchling. Now, full disclosure, I don't like Shimmy. I don't really like Shimmy like at all. But even saying that, I think it's very surprising that she's so far away from Seiya in terms of popularity. It's very weird. Happy New. 3 hours, brother. 3 hours. 3 hours from now, it'll be the new year. Prison Rivers with H. Do you know why? It's because Raiko's name is Horikawa. Her name is Horikawa. So, her name has the word for river already in it. So when she joins the Prism Rivers, she's still the Prism Rivers. But they call her Prism River with H because Prism River plus Horikawa. But you can just refer to them as the Prism Rivers because her name still has river in it. Also, it would be a lot worse if you said it was the Prism Rivers with the hard R's. Just... H is probably the better letter here to use than the other one, all right? Because I don't know if the other one would fly. I don't think the other one flies, brother. I don't think that's good. Where's my opponent, bro? I just got banned from the servers for my comment. Hold on. Hold on. How can anyone predict the end of the world when time zones exist, right? Oh, the world's gonna end when 2025 hits. Motherfucker, it's 2025 in other parts of the world right now. They're not like disintegrating Thanos style, are they? Right? They're not just disintegrating. Oh, that's ridiculous, man. I can't believe that. How many art goals for 2025? My #1 art goal is to watch Ogi-kun's video. That's my #1. My #2 is to draw pictures. Where are his videos? How did you not win, bro? I was pouring a drink. That almost didn't work. No, I do like the idea of really sticking to one image a day, because I've seen what that can do for people who are better than me. So it would be good to do that for sure. I just need to be careful I don't go crazy with it, otherwise I might hurt my hand again and then I won't be able to do it. Did I check his Ogi fans? No, I didn't. I didn't know he had one. I didn't know he had one. Alright, I got another cup here. Whoa. This guy might be a Jun specialist. Let's see how he reacts to this play. Oh. Okay. Alright. He reacted quite improperly to that play. I would like to do one per day because I really want to get my abilities up further. I want to get my abilities up. My abilities are not up to what other people's are, and I don't want to fall behind. I don't want people to pass me. Can't have people passing me. I'm supposed to be a role model here. You're not supposed to show up your role model, right? Come on. 5 per week is acceptable. Slide, Hina. Slide. It can get tiring. I assume so. Like I said, I'd like to be able to do more color, but I always do the art segment at the end of the night, and then by the time like the first part of it's done, it's too late to continue. But the one time when it wasn't was when I did the Rumia, and I started at like 7 o'clock, and it was supposed to just be for the background, but then I was like, okay, it's barely any time has passed, so I'll just keep going, and then it turned into a full-scale image, and I really, really like how that image turned out. And that one took me like 4 hours. So, starting art earlier than 9 o'clock would be a good start to being able to start doing, like, color, for sure. But, just the way things have worked out in the last couple of days, that it has resulted in what it has resulted in, I guess. If anything, I'm more impressed that I was able to get something done while starting art at like 9:15, 9:20 versus starting at 8 and only getting that much done. Like I cut out like an hour or so. I cut out like an hour of time on that alone, which I thought was pretty cool. Whee! Are you, Hina, you're flat! This is unbelievable. Wow, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. She's flat. She's literally flat. What are you talking about? Are you even looking at the same screen? Are you even looking at the same screen? Oh, man. Alright. I don't stream on Wednesdays now, but I definitely could just dedicate it to purely art. Just to, you know, really help. There's a lot of things I'd like to be able to do. I'm coming up on 2 years, and, well, it's not good to focus on the amount of time, because, again, how you utilize your time is more important than the time itself. So that's great. That's good. But when you start thinking it like, I've gone X amount of time, I'm not as good as other guy has gone Y amount of time, it doesn't help anybody. I am well aware that the time I used over the course of these years, like 18 months, 20 months, was not the greatest. I should have utilized my time better. That's my own damn fault. But better late than never, right? Better late than never. Oh, well, I tried. Some people have very, very good self-discipline. Other people don't. Other people don't. As far as I'm concerned, why is she a nun? my self-discipline is, I would say my self-discipline is on the, is probably on a little bit of the better side than most people, but it's still not great. Still not great, but better than average, which I think is pretty good. I'm not trying to become buff. I just want to be healthy. I want to be healthy. I don't want to be big and, you know, feel like a blob. I want to keep my body in good shape. I'm not trying to be a bodybuilder or anything like that. I'm gonna do a pull-up right now. Bet right now. I'm gonna win this match. I'm gonna go over to my pull-up bar. I'm gonna do 10 pull-ups. 10 pull-ups in a row. I'm gonna do it. And you're not even gonna know. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it though. Right after I win this match. Right after I win this fucking match. I did play Osu for hand-eye coordination, yeah, but my hand-eye coordination on my tablet is actually very good. I just wasn't good at Osu. I just wasn't good at Osu. I did play a lot of it though. It was fun. I did enjoy it, but the problem I have with Osu is there's a lot of scripts people make that are designed the idea that you're good at Osu in mind, so I couldn't play a lot of different scripts. Alright, my ass is getting up, doing 10 pull-ups right now, and if I throw up, oh well. Enjoy the music, chat. I'm gonna be over here on my bar. Watch this. Or actually, you can't watch it, but please take my word for it. Here I go. Take my glasses off. I'm very good at this pull-up thing now. I've been doing it for a while. Lock in. Legs together. Bring your legs back. Pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. I'm back. I'm back. I'm much better at keeping my body from wiggling all over the place, which is pretty great. You can really lock your legs and just use all your arm. Whew. Hina, go boom! Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. That was a lot from my arms with no actual warm-up. I've been on my desk all day after all. But I did do 10. I did do 10 fairly competent pull-ups. It's pretty good. Hand feels good. Arms feel worked. I got a physio on Thursday. Just to see how that's going. My rotator cuff, I'm a bag of bones at my age. I'm a bag of bones, boys. Oh, Hina, how'd you do it? Yeah, there just won't be. Oh, even if she fell, it wouldn't have mattered. Motherfucker put his barrier up there. Man. Okay. I like this theme. I like the Kagome bit in it here. Little piano bit. Very good. Chubby ass, big ass, large ass Hina. Cho-cho coming through. Hina rolling. Now she's stuck in the tub. Whew. I have no idea if this is gonna work, but I have to see. Oh my god, she can't even jump anymore. She's huge. She's so big, bro. Hop! What is he doing down there? Good. Now she gets out of the tub. Now she gets out of the tub. Alright. Okay. Ma'am. Oh, ma'am. Lazy, lazy day. I also gotta get back to on the video I'm working on. So chat, the video I'm working on right now, I already mentioned it in the intro, but there's a pretty good chance that I just straight up am gonna reuse footage from other videos because it's the point I'm trying to get across anyway, which actually saves me a lot of time in the long run, even if it is kind of lazy. But it moves things along. Hina. Do I have any other idea for a video after this? No, actually, I don't. I'll worry about that later. I only really make videos if I'm interested in making them. I do want to upload more highlights, but I really do gotta get those. I really gotta get some thumbnails for them, man. It's just, in this economy, it's hard to pay a bunch of other people for all that, you know? So it'd be more cost efficient if I made my own thumbnails. Last time I did that, it took 3 weeks. Oh. Boy is smelly. I showered before the stream, just so you know. I showered before the stream. Oh. How many minutes? At least 10. At least 10. That's how many. How do I know that? Because I looped a 5-minute song while I was showering and it got to the second loop. That's how I know. So accurate. So accurate. Oh my ear. Bro attacked Rumia. Why do you attack Rumia like that? Why is Rumia even filming? Does she even have the camera turned on? Oh. Tomorrow starts a brand new year with a brand new Touhou game. Touhou 20.5. Streamer, there isn't a Touhou 20 yet. Oh. You think? Is that what you think? Did you miss that release? That's a shame. That's a shame that you would miss such a release. It was a great game. It surely was a great game. You could play as all of your old-timey favorite characters. Next year, actually, is Touhou's 30th anniversary, just in case you were wondering. 2025 marks Touhou's 30th anniversary. I don't know if Sun's gonna do anything for it, but yeah, that's something. That's something. New game, new year, gotta be. Was there a new game last year? Yeah. Wait. Was it? Was 19 last year? Or this year? 19 was 2023. You see, That's what I thought, but that seemed wrong. And then I remembered that my idea of time has been forever altered by the fact that I am old. Ugh. Bum. Bum, bum, bum. I hope for the 30th anniversary, Zun has a stream where he says that Lost Word is over. There you go. Oh, I needed a better angle on that. Well, Lost Word has gotten to a point where most of the characters, they pretty much released every character, so now they've released all the characters and the game outfits for the characters, so all the new characters that Lost Word has to release to sustain itself is just alternate universe characters, and there has to be a point where they make so many characters that, like, it's just gonna get weird. That's how I see it anyway. Like, there has to be a de facto enough is enough moment to it, and you just gotta see how far they can push it before it really just becomes not Toho anymore. I mean, they started making Euclid characters. That was something. There's PC98 characters, yes. They're tied with Renko and Maribel, though. And it's exactly the ones you'd expect them to pick, but they wouldn't use the other ones. The thing is, a majority of Zun's PC98 characters, one of them straight up, by the way, is just somebody else's character. But a lot of his early work is just like near direct references to things that he liked. And as Toho went on, he started making things that were more original in creation than that. But yeah, you could see a number of characters. They're like characters from different series that he likes. And you know, also PC98 has a lot of pretty blatant tracing issues, but again, he made these games when he was in college. He made these games when he was in college, and it wasn't that big a deal at that time, but then it became much bigger than it was, so okay. Obviously things had to change from there, but some people do give Zun a lot of shit for some of the PC98 decisions he made. And I mean, it's not like he's just automatically devoid, not allowed to criticize the choices he made, but it was a simpler time for him back then, man. He sold like 20 copies of a game in the PC98 stuff. He didn't sell very much. Just made games and made them fun. Baba booey. Well, I mean, he made them fun relative to his idea. He said that Toho 2 could rival like Dodonpachi. That motherfucker was crazy. Crazy. How'd you do that, bro? How'd you do that? I'm not touching her. I'm not touching her. You did this. You fix it. You fix it. Oh my god, what? No fucking way that worked, bro. Oh my god, watch this. Oh my god, watch this. That was wrong. That was not how that was supposed to go down at all, but it almost worked out. I had such a brilliant fucking idea there, and I fucking jobbed it. I jobbed it. Terrible. Terrible game. We both played bad. You don't deserve to go on in bracket. I don't deserve to go down to losers. Fuck you. Have fun. You know, I just recently became aware of the theory that the MC from Lost World is actually Rin Satsuki. What? Why would you assume something like that? Why would you assume something like that? What about old Lassie makes you think that she's Rin Satsuki? She's just like a 12-year-old girl that everybody loves. Rin Satsuki is not a 12-year-old girl, and wow, that was a good angle. That's incredible. And she's certainly not a girl that everyone loves. Whole wiki page, Peace 90 says on Source Excerpt has been shown in the interview that Zun himself owns a Peace 90 computer. He plays High Spots for the first time in years. He felt nostalgic. Whenever recent that is. Without a cited source, I have no idea, bro. But they're usually pretty good at sourcing things, so when they don't have a cited source, it's kind of like, I don't know where they heard this from. Now, I mentioned this in the shipping video that I made. I mentioned how Zun said on stream that he was surprised about Medicine and Alice's, you know, he considered they would get along very well, and a lot of fan and stuff kind of portrayed them as mortal enemies. And the wiki actually listed that as a thing, and it linked the whole 9-hour VOD without a timestamp. And I made that clear in my video with a little annotation that was like, yeah, the linked source here is 9 hours of Japanese and no cited source, so take your word for it. And then it was removed from the wiki entirely. That excerpt was removed completely from the wiki. So either he didn't say that, or he did say that, but instead of looking, it would be easier to just completely remove it from the wiki, so no one would ever bother them about it again. It could have been one or the other, boys. One or the other. I'll have you know that I am directly responsible for changing at least 5 individual aspects of the Toho Wiki with my videos. Is this something to be proud of? Not really, but it's true. It's true. It's true, though. I had a direct hand in changing misinformation to be accurate information. I did my part. I'm doing my part. PC90 thing is from 2012. Really? Because Zun's most recent opinion on the canonicity of PC98 comes from his AWA Q&A panel. Atlanta something. I believe it's the con he designed the Tenchi shirt for. He had a QA panel in there. It's also when he acknowledged Rin Satsuki in that interview as well. But he basically says that, yes, things are canon in PC98 until Windows says they're not. And if it says it's not, then to refer to the latest work for canonicity. But in his emails, he also made it, his emails were like 2005, 2004. And in his emails, like years prior, he made a quip about PC98 not being like canon at all. So obviously, this is almost a decade apart of when these are done. So he has a different opinion, because I don't know if you know this, chat, but people can change over time. They can do that. Once you say one thing, you don't have to stand by it to the end of your life. That is not something you have to do. Oh, I had an opinion. Well, that's my opinion now forever and ever. I can never change it. That Koishi is itty bitty. Itty bitty. Alice is currently taking a nap because she's sick of your shit. When will he change his opinion on Mamizo? I didn't say it, you did. And probably never, because it seems that Mamizo is one of his favorite characters. So I don't think he's ever gonna get rid of her. He loves Mamizo. Literally loves Mamizo. Mamizo is his wife, essentially. But here's the thing, chat. Here's the thing. It could be any other character in Mamizo's role, and people would have the same opinion of that character, that Mamizo. The only reason it feels like it's more of an issue than it is because I personally do not like Mamizo. That's all. That's it. You're just undergoing exposure therapy right now, where you just assume that everybody hates Mamizo because the guy you listen to talk more than you should doesn't like Mamizo himself. But if it was any other character, somebody would also have an opinion similar to mine to that character that I have for Mamizo. But I'm like, oh, you know, if it was a character I like, then I wouldn't mind as much because it's a character I like, right? And this is just kind of how the world works. This is how the world works. Imagine your favorite character shows up in every spot that Mamizo does, right? But then I guess at that point, then your favorite character has to be the same character that Mamizo is, because that's why Mamizo appears in the first place, right? And so then this theory kind of falls flat on its face in that regard, because now it's like, how do you get your favorite character to show up in all these places and have the story make sense relative to their personality? Because you want the character writing to be accurate, right? That's all. Will streamer get a good opinion someday? Did what I just say qualify as a bad opinion? What I just said that people who don't like or are indifferent to a character develop more negative feelings towards a character when they continue to appear over and over again when they feel like they don't need to. That's all I was saying, and Mamizo currently fits that bill for people, where a character who they either didn't really like or was indifferent to keeps showing up, and now that indifference has turned into active dislike. But if that character wasn't Mamizo, it's possible we could be talking about another character right now. That's all. Professional hater. No, I'm a casual hater. I'm very casual. Great. Fantastic. Very good. I gotta burp. I gotta burp, chat. I gotta burp. It's very important. I'm glad that worked. I'm glad that worked. I'm glad that worked. Chat, we all have the characters we like, and we all have the characters we dislike. Alright? The only reason it's just the majority of what you hear from people is what I say, right? So you assume that more people dislike a character based on the idea that I individually dislike a character, right? That's not true. Just because I don't like a character doesn't mean I speak for anybody but myself. That said, I do believe that some of the characters I dislike are pretty not popular in general, so take that for what you will. I don't like the Lunarians. I don't like the Lunarians. I don't like any of them, and I especially don't like the Watatskis. And that's not necessarily an unpopular opinion, but that is an opinion that I hold, so you are directly subjugated to that opinion more than you probably want to be. And as a result, it feels like more people dislike them than they actually do. But the truth is, they really aren't that popular. They're really not that popular. Plain and simple. They're surprisingly not the lowest popular Windows character, but they're pretty down there. They're pretty down there. That's all. That's all it is. That's all it is. Like I'm really not a Sega guy. I'm not a Sega guy, that's for sure. Not a Shimmy or a Seija guy either. I'm not really a Parsi guy. Not a Kaneko guy. Not really. Not a huge Yugi guy. I'm not an Okina guy. Really not an Okina guy. I do not like Mamizo. I do not like Sumireko. But like, these are just my opinions on characters based on what I have come to know them as. I don't know where Hina is, and I'm kind of annoyed that I don't know where she is. I found her. I don't know where she went, though. I do not like green eggs and ham. Yes, that's true. But remember, chat, like, remember, these are the opinions on characters that I formulated on my own based on everything that I could see of them, and I concluded that they're not the kind of character that I really like. Now, I don't like Zanmu either. My least favorite characters in Touhou are the ones that are very strong, but don't have much of an inherent flaw to them that makes them endearing. That's why I think a lot of older characters are so strong, because so many fans have created so many endearing aspects to their character over the years of fandom. But newer characters who are supposed to be more serious haven't really gotten that same treatment, so they're only really serious. But then you get a weirdo like Hikatia who, sure, she's really strong, and I don't like how it's detailed that she's as strong as she is, but she's also a fucking weirdo. Like, one look at her and you are immediately just thinking about how weird she looks. You don't care how strong she is anymore because you just see her as Hikatia, you know? But Zanmu is a character who just everything goes her way because she's so smart and charismatic and amazing and super cool. What's her endearing character trait? I guess it's the Grape Lady, right? I don't know what just happened. I don't get how Hikatia looks weird. She honestly doesn't. That was a crazy maneuver. You don't think the character who wears a black cut top t-shirt that says Welcome Heart Hell and a short plaid skirt with planets chained to her neck and no shoes, you don't think she's weird? You don't think she's a little weird? Not even a little bit. You think she's not weird? You don't think she looks weird? Relative to every other character in Touhou, you don't think she looks weird? See, I think she's funny. I think she's funny because apparently when LOL-K came out, she really did kind of have a reputation that was a little on the negative side, but people really have come around to her. I just thought she looked very jarring compared to every other character I'd seen at that point. Because she's so different. Like, so many characters in Touhou wear these long, like, traditional-esque articles of clothing, or, like, just real, like, unique clothing in general. And then here comes fucking Hikatia, goddess of hell. And this bitch is wearing a fucking black t-shirt! Looking like Sty. Oh my god. Happy New Year. New Year is an hour, 2 hours and 15 minutes from me though. I can't say it yet. It's not correct. It's not correct. You gotta come back in 2 hours. Weird as a bonus. That's fine, man. That's fine. I'm just saying, like, when you go up from like every character up to that point, she definitely stands out to me as a bit of a goofball looking character, right? She looks very different comparatively, for sure. What is happening down there? I don't know. I don't know. But Clown Piece is in the same game, right? And can you really say that Clown Piece's outfit isn't weird? Clown Piece's outfit is one of the weirdest in the entire series. That bitch is wearing a fucking Stars and Stripes leotard. Like, what is she wearing? What is she fucking wearing, bro? Oh, she is... Oh, wait. Alright. Yeah, but it's Licca. I don't know what that means, brother. I don't know what that means. That could mean anything. What does that even mean? She's wearing a weird outfit, for sure. The fairies' outfits are pretty similar in idea for the most part. They tend to wear the longer, you know, it's the more like traditional wear that you've come to expect from Toho characters for the fairies. Long, frilly clothing that really covers a large majority of them. At some point, Sunny ended up in a short skirt. I don't know why, but she did. And then Eternity is in a pretty thin-esque dress. But like, Churno, Daiose, Lily, Sunny, Luna, and Star for the most part had similar design philosophies. That was a crazy shot. Similar design philosophies in their outfit, but they kind of gained a little bit of individuality. And later fairies did kind of look a bit different. Just a little bit, mind you. Did Clown just wear the outfit to piss off the moon rabbits during the Lol K incident? Yes. She did. She did do that. Yes, you are correct. The reason she's wearing the Star Spangled Banner is because the Lunarians, they hate America. According to Zun, he views the lunar capital like as China, and their arch enemy, aka the ones who tried to colonize the moon, as Americans. So it's like a China versus America type of thing. And he has mentioned in interviews that he does kind of view the lunar capital. He does kind of view the lunar capital as like China, which says a lot because the lunar capital is a terrible place, simply a terrible place. But yes, Clown Piece is dressed like the Star Spangled Banner, and she poses like the Statue of Liberty because yes, the flag, impudence. The impudence of those goddamn humans thinking they could come up to my moon. Come up to my moon. Put a flag in my moon. Call it their moon. Oh my. All you need is 40,000 points for one potential skin in the box, baby. That's all you need. Did you know that moon rabbits exist on the moon? Crazy, right? Yeah, Clown Piece is based on a lamphead, which is a, you know, they're Greek fairies, and they're also servants of Hecate, whatever the fuck, which Acacia is based on. So it all makes sense. Character origins are pretty neat overall, but there's obviously some aspects. Here's a cool one. I actually didn't know this. I learned this. But you know why? You know why not Chiari? Do you know why Hisami is synonymous with bamboo shoots and grapes? It's because her species, the Yomotsu, was supposed to chase down and catch Izanagi, who tried to flee after seeing Izanami in the original like creation myth. And when Izanagi threw his comb and some other thing, he threw objects to slow her down, and the first two objects turned into grapes and bamboo shoots. So that's why her aesthetic is dressed with those specific things, because they're a direct reference to the original creation mythos of Japan with Izanagi and Izanami. And I was like, that's really neat. I didn't know that. I actually didn't know that. I didn't know that at all. So yeah, he threw his comb at it to slow her down. It turned to grapes, and he threw some other things, but grapes and bamboo shoots were kind of like the first thing that he threw. And yeah, that's why Hisami is decked out with grapes and bamboo shoots on her design, because she's based on the creature that chased Izanagi. Originally, the Yomotsu something? I don't remember what her species is called, but Yomotsu is part of it. Where the bamboo? The vines. It's the vines that grow out of where the grapes come out of. They're shaped like bamboo shoots. That's what they are. Uh-oh. She's stuck. There's a lot of fascinating stuff for like Touhou Origins and such, and you can kind of see like little aspects on the character's design that reflect in a neat way. Although not everything is like really given. It's not really given outright information-wise. It didn't quite work the way I thought it was. Grapes grow from vines too. What the heck? What? Well, okay. Regardless, bamboo shoots, grapes, whatever you want to call it. The fact of the matter is, the first thing that Izanagi threw to get the Yomotsu Shikome to get the fuck off his tail was he threw his comb, and it turned into grapes. So the grapes are a big thing. It's actually possible that the bamboo shoots are just a matter of the recognition to the mythos. And it's assumed that, oh, the grapes are there, so obviously everything that connects everything that connects to it is the bamboo shoots, because it's already kind of established that the reference is there from the grapes itself. Romantic children. Zun was not cooking with this name. He was not cooking with this name, bro. It's 9:53 p.m. on my time zone. There's still 2 hours. Bro, I didn't name it. I'm just saying. Zun called this stage theme Romantic Children, and it's very, very strange. Why would he call it that? Oh, no. Oh, no. Why? Oh, I adjusted my shot so poorly there. I mean, it's a great theme. How old was Zun when he made PC98? Zun was in college when he made his first game. I believe Zun is 49 years old right now. I believe he is 49 years old right now. Which means if you subtract the amount of years from there to PC98, he would be in his early 20s. He looks great for 49. Bro, I don't know how he looks as great as he does, because he's basically a walking brewery. He has drowned any form of bacteria or parasite that could possibly be in his body through the sheer amount of alcohol he puts through it. He's like constantly flushing his system of everything. It's like those fucking worms that report your misdeeds to the Yama. He just drowned them all in alcohol. He doesn't need the monkeys that Miko offers. He just fucking drinks, and he just drowned them all. Insane. Wacko lore. Wacko mythos. Bro does drink to a degree that is, like, genuinely scary. It's scary, man. It's very scary. He thought. It ain't gonna work. No, like straight up, like, it's a meme how much Zun drinks, right? But I remember watching him on an interview live, and he started it with a full fucking glass, and he drank a whole glass of beer in like 15 minutes. He drank the whole fucking thing. That fast. If I drank a whole pitcher of beer in 15 minutes, I would die. I would unironically die. It's just, that would not work for me. That would not work for me. But that's just, like, that's just what he drinks. That's just what he drinks, bro. I don't know how he does it. That suitcase came back. Watch this. I cannot believe that just happened. I don't even know what just happened. Hina fucking grabbed onto Yuko's leg and tumbled with her. Oh, man. Foot traffic overall in Japan seems pretty solid. Honestly, my legs can handle it. My lung capacity can't. my lung capacity loses to my leg strength. It's really annoying. Like, my legs are fine, but I'm huffing and puffing. I'm just like, God damn it, man. Oh, yeah. No winter time, please. Man, oh man, oh man. I gotta go. I gotta go pee again. After this game, I must release the beast. How do they do it, man? I just have to assume that some people just start drinking too. At such an early age. Earlier than they should. And then they build up a tolerance to it at a young age. It's like a poison. A poison you get used to. Not me. Not me, though. He didn't need to kick, bro. He didn't need to kick. Alright, I'll be right back, chat. I gotta go pee. I'll see you in one moment. See you in a quick moment. I'll be back. Bye. I'll come back. Bye. Here comes the beast! Ba-boom! Chat, you know what I was thinking when I was taking a whiz? Let me tell you. What do you Hey, we already heard this theme, so now you get to listen to Udon Zam. It's a good fucking theme. Alright. Okay. Chat. I was thinking while I was taking a piss. Do you think, what do you think the most like unhated character in the series like actually is? Because I was thinking like a lot of the times I feel like the way it goes is that characters who are popular are liked, characters who are unpopular are like more actively disliked. But then there's the characters in the middle who just kind of, they're not liked or disliked by a grand margin. And their middling popularity just comes from a lack of strong opinion in either way, right? Unhated character like Reimu or something. Can you believe this guy? Bro really just said, character unhated like Reimu? Oh no. Kogasa makes me mad. Why does she make you mad? Are you angry at her? Are you angry for her? That's the question. Yeah, I mean, most of EOSD has its share of detractors, but like every character has some type of detractor to them, right? For what? Oh, that was a fucking good ass angle on that spear. Wow. I got me. Damn. A lot of the no one cares characters really hated by anyone, but that's the thing. The further down the list you get, I feel like the more likely to have people who do actively like dislike them, even though it's a smaller pool in general. Like, let's talk about Misumaru for a second. Misumaru is not a popular character. Would you say that her lack of popularity is just because people are indifferent to her, or do you think it's because people look at her and go, who cares about that character? Like, there's a pretty active avoidance to certain characters. They go, ew, or that character is a shitty character, I don't like that character, right? So, visually unappealing. Yeah, there's all kinds of reasons. I'm just wondering, like, is there really a character who... Oh, here's my favorite character. Is there really a character who is really, like, just... maybe not necessarily loved by all, but not, like, have the lowest amount of, like... Oh, that was a good use of that, actually. That was cool. What the hell out of nowhere kind of character. See, I think the biggest issue with Misumaru is that seems so important to everything, but then her actual like role overall is not very explored. It's like almost frustrating. Oh well, Flandre is definitely a character who has got issues over, like I said, like popular characters have their detractors for sure, but is there really a character? There's no character that nobody all universally loves, but I do wonder like what the most like safe character I suppose is in the entire series, which might not actually be a great thing overall, because it just means the character is so bland and inoffensive that nobody has any strong opinion over them. Now, if it's a character that was more universally liked and had, like, no dislikes, but that's impossible. That is definitely impossible. I don't really like irrelevant characters who get in your face characterizations. Looks like she's randomly a blacksmith and babysitter and stuff. Misty are kind of the same. Well, she's not randomly a blacksmith. Kogasa's name, Tatara, comes from the Tatara furnaces that are used for blacksmithing. Ippon Datara is also a one-eyed, one-legged yokai that it looks similar to a Katakase Obake, and it's known as a master smither yokai. So the idea is that Kogasa has elements from a yokai that looks similar to what she actually is, and as a result, she shares a characteristic of them, and that she's actually very good at smithing. That's not really random, especially, like I said, because her last name is directly related to a type of furnace that is used in smithing. Mistia running a food stand is a little silly, but it does tie into her ability because she sells lamprey, which are good for your eyesight, but she runs a business scam because she's known to cause night blindness. She blinds you, she gives you lamprey, and then she cures you of your night blindness. And it's like, oh, okay. But it just so happens that the food she cooks is really good, and exploring that idea was fun. Also, she likes to sing, so putting her together in a band was a cool idea as well. Kogasa was originally a babysitter because he was trying to find something to do. She was trying to find a job to do, because she's a Kumogami, right? She was trying to find some role to fill, and she needed to scare people, but she ended up being a babysitter because people weren't really afraid of her. So she stopped being a babysitter, and then set off a UFO to try to scare people. Yes, Mistia's hat is kind of like the Orb of Confusion. When you take Mistia's hat off, she is a mature lady. When you put Mistia's hat on, she is a goober. Very funny. Mistia is a character who I think has two very characterizations based on what she's doing. when she's hanging out with the other Team 9 crew, she's a silly Billy. But when she's running her own food stand, she's a lot more mature and appealing and welcoming. So it's kind of cool how she's like kind of like that. And yes, it's all in the hat, of course. This miso guy is good. Although, to be honest with you, he hasn't really done anything that he couldn't do with any other character yet. The one time he clicked Sakuya's knife, it backfired on him. So he's basically just been beating me with good gameplay and his spear item. I guess he just likes Sakuya. Because I've seen some character specialists, that's crazy. That's a crazy fucking shot. Like, the character specialists like Alice and Mima, right? They got a couple of character specialists who utilize their individual abilities super well. But some people, like, just play a character and are essentially a glorified skin on basic gameplay because they can't utilize their ability as much as they want to. Alright, fly. Oh, no. I like when characters who only really exist as a one-off boss get more characterization. Especially for Kogasa. Because Kogasa's relevance to Touhou 12 is completely and utterly not there. Like, Kogasa literally has no reason to be in Touhou 12. There's no relation between her and any other characters. So it's actually really nice that instead of just turning her into a, oh, she showed up, okay, goodbye. Like, obviously, she appeared in the extra stage. She appeared in 10 Desires, stage 3 as well. But Zun giving her more characterization for her was great for her. And I like when he does that for characters because it... Oh, that was a good shot. When he, I like when he gives more characterization to characters that only really appear as a one-time boss because it gives more to the world. And some characters don't hit the same as well. Like Raiko, for example. We talked about Raiko earlier. Raiko does get some characterization well after the fact. She joins the Prism Rivers, right? But like Mistia, who goes from, oh, I bumped into her in stage 2, goes to, oh, she's in a band and she runs her own food stall. Kogasa, who's literally just, I'm here because I'm here, turns into a proper blacksmith, explains her origin, and all, you know, a bunch of different things about her that makes her feel more fleshed out as a character. It's a good shot. That was a good shot. So there's a number of characters who randomly get extra characterization that really appeals. Now, obviously, I'm talking about characters who got their characterization like a decade ago, so they've had a lot of time to really cook. But there are characters who just recently get stuff. Like, for example, B10 just recently got a chapter in Lotus Eaters where she makes her own sticky sake, whatever the fuck that is. But that is something... That's something new for her. But it's still, like, super early, so it's not gonna be, like... Nothing's really gonna happen with it. And the thing is, when you add more new characters as well, they're still competing with extremely long-time beloved characters as well. So it is obviously harder for new characters to really stand out without something grand. For sure. I don't know if this is gonna work. Oh, nice. It is hard for newer characters to stand out in general, unless they have some kind of relation to an existing character. I actually believe that one of the reasons why Shinki and Mima are so, like, strong, despite them being PC98 characters. Mind you, Mima was very important to PC98 in general. She's a very relevant character, blah, blah, blah. But I think a big aspect towards Mima and Shinki is the fact that they're so closely related to prominent Windows characters. Shinki always has a way to join up in Windows through Alice, much like Mima always has a way to join up through either her story with Marissa or her, you know, her antagonistic, like, idea with Reimu. She can be a bad guy to Reimu, she can be a mentor, you know, like, she has they have ins from windows that make sense and are very, what would you call it? Like natural feeling? Like, so that's why Mystic Square can be really strong in that regard. Like, you can literally just have Shinky show up and be like, oh my god, hi Alice, and Alice will go, mom, and everybody will just kind of be on board, right? But it's different when you grab a character from PC98 who isn't really affiliated with anyone, and they just, you know, they just kind of appear, and it's like, okay, sure. You know, you're not as interested because they don't have much of an impact. Granted, Yuka does have Ellie and Kurumi, which we saw in Fantasy Maiden Wars, which is great for their characters, very good for their characters. But a strong amount of PC98 just doesn't have anyone to really attach to. They're left to fend on their own or with each other, and as a result, it's not easy to just kind of bring them in for no reason. But like I said, Shinky always just has an in because Alice is right there. Alice is very popular, and it feels natural for her to show up. That was a great fucking jump, Hina. Yumiko tends to show up because she's an extension of Shinky, but even then, she's not as prominent as, like, Shinky herself, right? She's not as prominent as Shinky herself. Because, I mean, if you look at the... if you look at the total popularity poll, the top 10, top 20 even, like, all the... Pretty much... I'm pretty sure... within the top 10, the newest character in the top 10 is Koishi. And this is from the fighting games, not necessarily Toho 11, because the fighting games appearance of Koishi really increased her popularity to an extreme degree. But like all of the most popular characters are from the golden age of Toho, right? And Toho 10 to 20, Toho 10 to, the 10 to 20 ranks are characters who are still around them, because these are characters that have been around for a long time. They have a lot of established history in canon and in fanon. There's a lot of different works, like, just regarding them in general. A lot of different aspects of their characters explored in various different types of fiction. They're very, very explored characters in a lot of ways. Many interpretations have come and gone for them, whereas we have newer age characters who are only a couple years old. They don't have as much attributed to them. They're not as interesting because all we have is what Zun has written about them, and sometimes Zun doesn't do a whole lot, and when he does, it's still not enough, and then you kind of have to leave it to the fans. But a lot of the fans are more interested in the older, more established characters because they're more interesting to them, and so on and so forth, right? So on and so forth. So on and so forth. Here we go. Big Hina move. That didn't work the way I thought it would, but it did hit. It didn't move her. Shit. Okay. I also got 2 emotes. I am not in the emote shop, brother. I have all the emotes I need. I can present Hina, I can present Jun, and I can bark. What else would you possibly need in the emote shop? Now, On is interesting. On is one of the most interesting characters to me in terms of relative popularity, because I feel like because On is essentially Reimu's dog. She's fucking Reimu's dog, dude. Like, she gets to always be at the shrine. She's puppy, but her popularity is just not, it's not there. It's just not comparable to some other characters. But it feels like she has such an easy in terms of what she needs to be a popular character, right? It really feels like she does, but then she's just not as popular as other characters. She's a new character, bro. She's 7 years old, bro. She's 7 years old, and she's further down the list than characters that come out after her. 7 is a big number, but 25 is a bigger number, isn't it? Much bigger number. Wonder why not many people utilize the 2 ons thing. No comment. No comment. I don't think there's much you can do about it, is all. Wow. Wow. Wow, a double lucky 1 in 8 Hina stomp. Wow. Holy shit. That's crazy. That's crazy. Centennial, baby. M1 utilized 2 on things in a gag. I don't remember that. That must have been from a later M1. Oh, that wasn't a good shot. That was before 19. 19 didn't establish there were 2 of her, by the way. That was established in her spell card until I was 16. But also in the Grimoire of Usami. Because in the Grimoire of Usami, On utilizes her final, which is creating 2 of her. But according to On, her second, like when she splits in 2, she controls both bodies simultaneously. She can't make them act individually. And it's also very tiring, so she doesn't do it for very long. So this was an aspect to her character that was established pretty much out the gate. But 19 kind of made it weird because her comment against Yashige, where she's like, there's 2 of me, isn't really like correct because there's only really 1 of her. And she splits in 2. So it's really weird. Commando stats come in pairs. Yes, I know. You're making me spoil my video, by the way. Talking about On like this. Spoiling my video. Goodness gracious. Why is the bathtub stage so bad? There's like 4 bathtub stages, brother. You gotta be more specific. Are you talking about the one with the bathtub in the middle? Because that stage sucks. It's got the door, the pillar, and the fucking air conditioner unit. That stage stinky. Oh my god, the wind. She said she can't move independently, so she like put herself in a box shrine in 19 and make sure her input desync properly. Well, remember, she can't keep that spell card active for long either, right? She only does it I don't know how long the spell card timer is in Hidden Star and 4 Seasons, but she says in Grimoire of Usami that it's a spell. She doesn't like doing it because it's very tiring. So she doesn't do it very often and for very long, but she can do it. Why the tiny Satori. Oh, well, speak of the bathtub stage. This is the one you're talking about, I assume. The one that I always do the same fucking opening move for. No, I didn't watch the new one. I think at some point I'll probably purchase a subscription and like binge them again. Because there's a couple new ones I haven't watched since then, and it'd be nice to revisit them because I think they're quite funny for the most part. I really enjoy them, and it's not a bad, it's not a bad trip down memory lane. The new M1G's Live 2D is not as funny. It feels less funny as a result, not as snappy. I actually agree. I actually fully agree. It's the Live 2D movements don't slap as hard as the instant animation cuts. I know that 19 is free for a while, but I haven't watched one since 16 anyway, so I'd rather just watch them because the way they do it is every 5 rounds they have a grand finale, right? Like they call back all the winners for one big grand show. And I never got to see 16 because I watched 15 and I hated it, so then I didn't end up watching 16 and my sub expired. So 16, 17, 18, and 19 I'm not familiar with. So I have quite a few new ones to watch. But like Slash said, I'm not actually a huge fan of the live 2D aspects because I think it loses a little bit of its luster with the live 2D movement versus how it used to be, where the animation was really sharp and instant comedy gratification to it, right? Imagine paying Bro, I just want to support the creators because I want to watch their skits that I think are funny. Also, finding the older ones for free is like impossible now. They pretty much when they brought them all to YouTube on their own official page and actually got a proper English translator for them, they pretty much scrubbed the internet of the majority of them. Why pay Ogi anything? He'll never draw what you want. You ask Ogi to draw something, he'll say, I'll think about it, Seeker, and then never draw it ever. He's not thinking about it. He's lying. He's a liar. He wasn't thinking about it. The only thing he was thinking about was drawing characters in black tights. That is actually true. I mean, did you think I was a liar? Do you think I'm a liar? You think I lie on my stream? The original M1s were like a lot more... Like they were just straight up like essentially animation slides. And then M1... when M1 the third came out, they established like their idea. And then M1R 1 and 2 came out, which were essentially, those came out around, they're kind of like Yakuza 0. They came out around the time of like, when they really established, then cleaned up their general style, and they remade 1 and 2 in that style. And M1 the first R was the first one I ever watched, and the first skit is very strong. The Scarlet Sisters skit, I'll tell you, that one left a huge impression on me. If only because immediately when it starts, Flandre goes, Starbow Break! And as a result, Starbow Break is the most memorable spell card in the entire series for me. Just because she shouts it instantly, right out the gate. Fucking fires it all over the place. So that is Flandre's most iconic spell card to me. Is that one. That was a crazy shot. That was a crazy one. There's a lot of really good skits. I think both of Spin Kappa are very good. I love Spin Kappa. They never had a bad skit. They never had a bad skit. Tay Korin is one of my favorites as well. Tay Korin is fucking phenomenal. Tay is such a fucking bastard in that skit. Those ones are great. Wow. Wow. Wow, what a shot. Patchy Mating is great, yeah. Ronin Chen is great. Yakumo Chen is great. Witch Doll original is great as well. Obviously Miko Smark is really good. I forget the name of their group. I think it was Atomic Tokamak, but Orin and Oku. Oku, they really nailed Oku, I think. I love their Oku. Their Oku is fantastic. She just doesn't know what the fuck's going on, man. She's such a good ad-libber. It's so good. But Jealousy Star is also really good. Parsi and Yugi's skits are really, really good. I enjoy those ones a lot. I forget when Rumia and Riggle originally, their first skit was. Was it 4 or 3? I think it might have been 4. Oh. No, it's just funny. M1's funny because it's immediate. The immediate reaction of the skits is what's funny. The way it's drawn, the way it's presented, I think it's funny. The way they set up the jokes, it's funny. It's a type of comedy. And let me tell you something. I'm a big fan of stand-up comedy. Stand-up comedy makes me laugh like a fucking jackass. I'm not joking. Like, nothing really makes me laugh out loud as much as stand-up comedy does. I'm a sucker for it. And manzai is a type of stand-up comedy, and it really affects me. It really affects me. Clean through the hole. The problem with some of M1's skits is that any of the skits that rely heavily on wordplay don't work for me because, you know, it's mostly just translator's notes. But the ones that are more instant reactive, those type of skits are fun because they're just, it's just fun to see the visual gags. Like when Yuyuko is plucking popcorn off the ground and she sets up and she goes Affleck and she's got a stupid fucking duckbill to her face. Or when Reimu and Marissa are they're doing a little date skit and Marissa's like, Darona. And she does that really fucking smug looking dismissive expression on her face. That the delivery on that in particular is what gets me more than the joke itself. It's the delivery of the line. Darona. Like that's the kind of shit that's really good, and a lot of that is kind of lost in the live 2D era. A lot of that is lost in the live 2D era. Alright, I'm gonna do 5 more. I'm 5 more. 5 more. There's a lot of good jokes in between as well, because you can't watch the whole show unless you subscribe. But like the judging segments themselves have their own form of comedy that is pretty good. There's a lot of skits within them that are pretty solid. And then they have that really sad end credit scene with Ron and Yukari, where Ron runs away from home. I didn't like that very much. I don't know why they made that, man. I was trying to laugh. It made me sad. Yeah, that wasn't a good one, man. That wasn't a good one at all. All right, game 2. Game 2. Like, I guess a good demonstration of it is in the very first skit with Remilia and Flandre. Like, the house is on fire, and Flandre is Remilia is supposed to be the straight man, so he's like, oh, I gotta go in and save Patchy. And Flandre is like, hold on, sis, and dumps water over her head. And then Remilia's like, okay, good. And Flandre's like, it's gasoline. And then Remilia's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, that's the kind of shit that makes me laugh. Because it's presented in just a perfectly natural manner, and then the punchline is immediately delivered and responded to. She just poured gasoline over her before she ran into a burning building. And I went, hee hee. Very funny. Very funny. Remilia kick! Also, if you didn't know, M1 is actually responsible for a couple, it's responsible for a couple memes that have withstood the test of time. For example, Toa M1 II is responsible for both the Jiao battle cry that Mei Ling is known for from her skit, and whenever Ron is calling to Chen and she extends the vowel, like the Chen, that is also from M1 II. That originated that. Because in their skit, every time Chen gets it wrong, Ron runs over to her and goes, Chen! Chen! And that popularized that. And the way it's used nowadays is different from how it was originally used. But those two catchphrases came from M1 II. Alright, game 4. We're going on to game 4. The song is called Bye Bye Chicken Heart, deaf to all but the song. Bro, this is the only player on the planet right now. See, M1's been around for a long time, and it's cool to see its cultural impact. Also, the group behind it, R-Note, originally was called Yellow Zebra, and they had music, and they do their own credits and stuff like that as well. But they were originally Yellow Zebra, and then they rebranded to R-Note. And they're very well known for M1, but they also do have like actual Dojin albums. Bro, I'm putting on the good shit. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I'm putting on the good shit. Where's that? One sec. Where is it? 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 No. No, 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 no. This one. Not that one. This one. Not that one either. This one. It's this one. The big one. The big one. Trap grazing on a chair. Fried tuna fumo on deep oil. Eat on in front of him. Bro, you alright? The fuck would that come from? What? Huh? I turn back and what is this? This is a great theme. Great piano. Oi. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lose! I lost. And so we end Hina on a loss. But we might not quite end it on a loss if this legendary box pulls the greatest skin imaginable. No. One more. Okay, no. Try again. No! None of these skins! Okay, but there's new shop outfits, right? There's this one. She blew up. Okay. Any new Junes? There's so many Junes, bro. Farmer 2? No. Bogesho. No. On game? No. Dress? No. Nothing new here. Starglass? No. No. I don't know if that one was new, but... Oh, I don't think so. I don't remember that either, though. He was new. Fran Shushu. Mima skins? Haha, good one. Where's that large, rotund woman? Wait, what? Oh, I passed her. How did I pass her? The fuck was she? Oh, there she is. Fat. What? Whoever did this. Whoever did this. It says REQ, which means it was a request. Somebody requested this, and somebody requested this. Whoever requested that does not deserve to see the sun this morning. Alright. Alright, chat. We did it! Our last Hina of the year. And how did it go? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. But there you go. I'm now going to click the button where I leave the game. Goodbye, Hina. I'll see you next year with all kinds of more exciting, fun things. Right? Right? Next year. All kinds of fun await us. What's in store for Hina next year? Stay tuned to find out.